Many folks express a desire for more time in a day, but gaining an extra 24 hours is wishful thinking. What is feasible, however, is making better use of the time we have. To achieve this, it's crucial to stop engaging in certain habits that are clearly counterproductive. Today, I'll highlight 14 things that are consuming your time without offering much in return. By breaking these habits, you can reclaim several hours for activities that truly matter. First, wishing to help everyone around. Helping people is undoubtedly necessary if their well-being matters to you. However, sacrificing yourself and placing your interests, responsibilities, and emotional well-being on the altar of relationships is not advisable. By exhausting yourself to assist everyone, you risk burnout and drain energy that could be directed towards something truly interesting and meaningful. If you find that you're spending more time on others than on yourself, it's high time to at least reconsider. At best, start taking care of your own well-being and peace of mind. Second, waiting for the perfect moment. Let's recall the famous Soviet china cabinet, where the best dishes in the house were kept, a source of pride for the hosts. Perhaps some still have something similar in their apartments. Now think about how often anyone actually used that china. Was it ever taken out? More often than not, such sets were saved for the best times. Times that, more often than not, never came. Similarly, most people postpone their desires to the perfect future, setting conditions like, "When I accomplish this, then." However, waiting at such a pace may mean your desired goals never materialize. If you yearn for something, strive for it wholeheartedly and act. The best time is now. Third, talking about goals without taking further action. This point naturally follows the previous one. Sharing plans and ideas can be inspiring, but it's counterproductive if nothing happens beyond the conversation. Before discussing anything, make sure you're not just talking and genuinely intend to execute your plans. Otherwise, in the future, someone might recall that dialogue, putting you in an awkward position. Fourth, visiting malls and online shopping sites when there's no money for purchases. If your budget is planned out and there's no upcoming bonus at work, engaging in this activity is futile. You'll only end up disappointed and sighing heavily once again. Of course, there's the scenario where you're eyeing something to start saving for it. But let's be honest, most of the time, we're just window shopping. Fifth, competing with others. If you aspire to become a professional and an expert in a certain field, that's commendable, and there's nothing to worry about. Spending time on self-improvement and enhancing your life is the right path. However, engaging in a futile competition with acquaintances or friends over whose life is better is unproductive. You don't need to prove anything to anyone or acquire things just to one-up someone else. It's a dead-end situation that might lead you to live a lifestyle that doesn't suit you. Moreover, you end up spending money, energy, and time that could be more wisely and enjoyably utilized elsewhere. Sixth, accepting insults as constructive criticism. If you ask someone for feedback on your work and receive a brief, "It's rubbish," or something worse in return, don't let it get to you. While criticism is undoubtedly a driving force for progress, it's effective only when accompanied by explanations and arguments. Feedback should help you see things from a different perspective and broaden your vision. If all you get in response is empty negativity, there's no need to be disheartened or excessively reflect on it. In doing so, you're simply wasting your time, while the critic continues living their life without a second thought about you. Seventh, agreeing to something to avoid hurting someone's feelings. Caring about the feelings of those around you is commendable. However, if it transforms into passivity and an inability to say no, you're primarily doing harm to yourself. Of course, if someone sincerely asks for your company and has accompanied you to places multiple times, why not support them? But if this system works only in one direction, not yours, stop worrying about others' feelings. Engage in what is interesting and important to you. Don't waste time coming up with excuses. Saying no, "I don't want to," is much simpler and honest. Eighth, blindly following advice. Interacting with knowledgeable people, watching educational videos, reading books and articles, and extracting something new and useful for yourself is undoubtedly the right approach. However, it's crucial to remember that not all good advice suits everyone equally. You might spend a lot of time adapting to something that ultimately doesn't improve your life, but makes it worse. For instance, not everyone benefits from early rising. Despite many advocating for waking up at dawn, it doesn't guarantee increased productivity for everyone. Be cautious with experiments. Ponder over what you intend to implement in your life, and don't rush to try everything recommended to you. Listen to yourself, your body, and your feelings. It will guide you on how to proceed. 9th, doing something with superficial knowledge of the subject. In such scenarios, there are usually two possible outcomes. Either you do it poorly and haphazardly, or you simply give up without completing it. The third option, where everything works out perfectly, unfortunately, is the rarest. You'll save a lot of time if, before starting a task, you thoroughly study the subject. If adjustments are needed, they'll be minimal compared to the situation where you didn't take the time to understand before diving into the task. This applies to anything you undertake. 10th, seeking advice when you already know what you want. Sometimes it's difficult to admit your desires to yourself, but it's necessary. Seeking validation or approval in someone else's words is not mandatory. Moreover, your opinions may diverge from your conversational partners, and you might hear something contrary to what you truly want. Doubts may arise, and as a result, you'll spend more time achieving your goals. 11th, leaving clutter during cleaning. By doing so, you often delay the inevitable and condemn yourself to additional cleaning and spending more time. If an item hasn't been useful before, the likelihood of it suddenly becoming necessary tends towards zero. Don't double the work. Dispose of clutter without hesitation. If the item is in good condition and parting with it seems wasteful, sell it or give it to someone who needs it more. 12th, buying groceries for just 1 or 2 days. We won't dwell on the importance of shopping lists. It's obvious. However, it's equally important to plan ahead and buy non-perishable items in bulk. This habit will help you avoid running for groceries every day. By the way, you can also use grocery delivery services. It saves a lot of time and effort. 13th, diagnosing yourself through Google. Yes, reading health articles and expert comments is useful. However, self-diagnosis is, at best, a questionable idea. Additionally, in such cases, people often don't stop at reading articles. They proceed to self-treatment, which is inherently risky. If something is ailing you, consult a doctor instead of spending time and money on a pharmacy visit for something you might not even need. Remember that self-treatment wastes time that could be spent addressing a genuine illness, which a doctor could diagnose. 14th, going to the store without confirming the item's availability. There are instances when a website indicates that an item is available in-store, but upon arrival, it's sold out. However, this situation is relatively rare. More often, people simply go to the store hoping to bring home their desired purchase. Unfortunately, the outcome of the trip isn't always positive. It's better not to waste your time, and always check in advance to avoid disappointment later. And that wraps up our list of 14 habits that are wasting your time and energy. I hope you found these insights helpful and can apply some of these tips to make your life more efficient and enjoyable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Also, let us know in the comments which of these habits you found most relatable, or if there are any other time-wasting habits you'd like us to cover in future videos. Remember, life is too short to spend it on things that don't contribute to your well-being and happiness. By making small adjustments and being mindful of your choices, you can reclaim valuable time for activities that truly matter to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay productive, stay positive, and make the most out of your time.